Alright, so here we go. Starting out the day, about a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles in. Hardcore Cascades. We'll be over here. Get some tranquility in the morning here. Great way to start the day. It's pretty awesome. There's a downside. So, another great day. The weather's a little overcast, but you know, it's not raining, it's not snowing, so it's not cold. I'm actually wearing shorts today, so life is good, man. Every day. All right, we got another awesome view here. This is a little ridge walk about 5 miles in. Looks like there might be a little town down there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah. All right. It's a great day. Good weather. Everything's feeling good, man. So, getting ready to stop up here at, I think it's Moreland Gap Shelter, have me a little bite to eat, and then head on out. Alrighty, more later. Sometimes you're hiking along and you almost forget about how beautiful this land is. So, you gotta look up every once in a while. Most of the times you have to look down because you gotta watch where your next step is, but you know, this is a not every turn occurrence, but wow, it's pretty neat. And then you get crazy things like this big giant rock. Like, where did this big giant rock come from? But having a great day, probably a little more than halfway through today, and just loving the weather. It's about time we got some good stuff. So, be videotaping a little more, and I understand there's pretty good service at the shelter I'm going to be at tonight, so I'm going to be able to download this and the video, a little bonus footage I did earlier today. All right, more later. So they just keep on coming. Another skyline beauty. More to come. Yeah, here we got an opportunity to stop and chill out on a rock, as you can see, and get that view. I was able to call my wife from here and got a nice long 20-30 minute conversation, which is sometimes hard to do out here because of the service, but sometimes you get lucky. And every day so far I get lucky enough to see some of this. All right, about 3.5 miles from the shelter. Gonna get set up there, cook me some dinner, and chillax. PT up. Now here's a little side trail view. That's a straight down drop. But pretty cool. I guess we're close to a little city here. Zoom back out. Sometimes you just come up on these little things. All right, just kind of trucking along. It's a little downhill, but give you an idea of some of the things that, I mean, I don't know if everybody reads all the replies or anything, but one of my subscribers yesterday asked me about, he's from Florida too, and you know, training in the flatlands is pretty hard. You know, there's not much to do hill-wise. Can't find much of anything. Basically asked me about training for the Appalachian Trail. Well, you know, I'm just a rookie coming into this, and I've a little over 400 miles, so I'm not sure if I'm the expert to talk about it, but I am from Florida, and I am on the Appalachian Trail, so some of the things that I told him, which, you know, are true, and things that I did. You got to get your pack and put the weight in it. You know, if you don't have all of your gear that you're going to carry, estimate what the weight is that you're going to be carrying. Stick it in the pack and start walking. I suggested that you find a stadium, a high school stadium, or, you know, something like that. Walk up and down those stairs, because that's a lot of what you're doing here in the muscle movements and everything else. It's a lot different though, because you're going down, you know, craggy rocks and roots and all that stuff. I don't know if that you're able to see that, but that's a lot of what you're doing. But at least it works the muscles, that the ups and down muscles. Some of the work that I did prior to this was CrossFit workouts, concentrating on squats, lunges, calf raises. You know, truthfully, the muscles that you're using out here have to do a lot with that. And hold on, this is going to take me a second here. This one's a little steeper than I thought. Okay. And part of what else you have to get strong is shoulders, back, and all that stuff, because, you know, not only are you doing squats, squats, lunges, and calf raises, you're doing it with weight on your back. So all of that relates into what I have been going through for the last week, which is a little ankle injury. And once again, I've said it a few times before, you got to listen to your body. And lucky for me, I am not on a time frame, so I can afford to take the days off that I've taken off to get this thing better. And what I also do, since I have started back, is I've got myself in the mindset that I'm starting over. So I'm not going to jump out and do 18 miles, 20 miles and all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 10, 12. Today I'm doing 13, but that sets me up for a easy 9 tomorrow into boots off. And once I get there, I'm resting. And the soreness and all of that stuff will hopefully completely go away here in the next week or so, because I am definitely babying it. But that's kind of what I answered, and some of the other stuff that you obviously want to do, which, you know, a lot of other people have talked about, is pitch your tent. You know, learn how it works, learn the tricks on how to make it tight here and there and all that kind of stuff. And I know a lot of people don't have, especially in Florida, cold weather. But, you know, if you can get in the cold weather, especially if you're leaving when I did, you better get used to it. Because, as you can see in the previous videos, it hit us like a ton of bricks. So, and probably not done with it yet. Today just happens to be a good day. And that will certainly help. And I would also suggest reading Zach Davis's book, Appalachian Trials. It's a great book. It works on all of the mental stuff that you're going to have to deal with. And, you know, that's, as you know, people say that's a bigger challenge than the physical stuff. And, you know, that's still coming for me. But I'm ready for it. We'll see what happens. You know, testing out all of the gear that you buy. Learn how to use your stove. Learn how to use all of those things. And I think one of the most important things you need to do, you know, if you can afford to spend thousands of dollars on gear, you can afford to spend another few hundred to go up and do some training hikes, whether it be on the Appalachian Trail or whether it be on somewhere around where you live, where there's some hills. And you know, if you're not training hiking, you're going to get out here raw, and it's going to be trial by fire. But, you know, everybody hikes their own hike. If that's what you want to do, that's cool too. And during the training hikes, you learn a lot. I was lucky enough to go into Z-Pack myself, and I was purchasing gear. And one of the guys there said, well, have you been on any training hikes yet? At that time I had not. And he suggested, well, what would be good is if you can get there is try the Foothills Trail. The Foothills Trail is up in south of North Carolina, 76 miles. And we did it. Me and Hadassah did it. But it was an eye-opening experience. And I think it's part of the reason why I'm still walking on this trail. Because doing that, I had more of an idea of what I was getting into. So, you know, you can do it without doing training hikes. You do it however you want, but I would suggest a couple of training hikes at least. So that's my kind of introspective thoughts for today. I'm going to be getting to the campsite here, probably do a little bit more, and I will be getting me a good night's sleep tonight. So that's going to be it for now, and I will do a little bit more later. Honey, I think I found our mountain home. It's a fixer-upper. Just, you know, a couple hammers, couple nails. I can see it. What do you think? Rock walls. That's different. All right. Well, coming up on Laurel Falls, so looking forward to that toward the end of my day. Seeing a pretty nice beaten path here, so I guess a lot of people come out here. So be back with you in a minute once I get to the falls. All right, so I'm gonna have to videotape this. This is the bridge, but look at the sheer cliff, rock wall. Wonder how many years it took this river to cut through that. Make sure I don't fall off to the left. Pretty awesome. There's what's coming around the dam there. All right, getting some awesome stuff here toward the end of my day. I love it. It's actually so cool. Beautiful falls. So the end of the day. Alright, so this is part of the trail. So make a left and get wet. Alright, so today I got to the campsite at Laurel Falls, or Laurel Fork Shelter, I think is what it's called. I decided not to stay in the shelter. It's kind of open air. It's okay, but I found a spot to pitch my tent, which I did. Kind of wanted a tent anyway. I hadn't been able to sleep in it that much, but it's a beautiful night. Hopefully it's not going to rain on me, but you never know up here. On top of a hill, it's actually kind of a great view. The walk down past Laurel Falls was absolutely beautiful, and there's some great campsites down there, which I was thinking about staying at, but I had read in Gut Hooks where you got phone service up here, so I've actually been up here making phone calls to my family and catching up on a lot of good stuff. So I was really excited to talk to my nephew Charlie, and he's following along on the videos, and just it's really cool to know that the family and everybody's watching. So tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early. I think I've only got 8 miles into boots off, and I guess you can call that a Nero. I don't know what you can call it, but it's 8 miles. And take the rest of the day off, rest the legs a little bit more. They feel good. They're a little tender still. I think the right one's hurting a little more than the left one that I'd injured before, just because I've been favoring it, but I'm just gonna start walking normal and see how it all works. So it was a great day today, as you see from the videos. this video that I'm going to post, and I will be sleeping here in about 15-20 minutes, and y'all have a great evening, and I will be back tomorrow with more great stuff. PT on the AT out.